Hey vinyl community, today I wanted to do a little bit of a catch-up video on some records that I have come into possession of over the past week. Some of the stuff I bought, but the very first album that I want to show is an album that my good friend Gary from Physical Format Rock and Roll got for me. This is King Hobo and the album is called MAGA. And it's kind of funny because I had seen other people get this album. I knew it was a good album, but I could not remember what the title was, and I couldn't make it out from the font here. I was trying to look it up on Spotify so I could listen to it on my way home from the concert last night, and I was looking up King Baby, King Bobo, and then Ring Bobo. I wasn't sure, and then I found out, no, it's King Hobo. And I only knew that because the first song is called Hobo Ride, and there's a song called King Blues on here. So I put two and two together, and yes, King Hobo. And this reminds me a lot of like a garage rock album. It's heavy, but heavy and kind of a classic, I don't know, punk, hard rock, kind of it's got like a retro feel to it, but I like it a lot. It definitely has some garage rock elements on it, classic garage rock that I love on it. And this album is very cool because it is a limited edition. And on the back here, it has been signed by all three of the band members. How cool is that? So love that. Got the inner sleeve there, and it's got a cool gatefold here also. So thank you very much, Gary. That was awesome. Love that album, and it's going to get a lot of play on my turntable. The next album is one that I bought. I had my eye on this one for a while and finally broke down and bought it. This is Us and Them. I know Logan from Swellheads has this album. I've seen Gary do an episode on this one. I'm a huge Pink Floyd fan, huge Roger Waters fan. This is a 3-disc live set. There's a lot of Pink Floyd on here, and it sounds amazing. It's fantastic. It opens up with Speak to Me, then Breathe, then Into One of These Days, then back to Time, Breathe, Reprise, and The Great Gig in the Sky. So I love how they mix it up a little bit. They don't just do straight side one, A Dark Side of the Moon. He breaks it up with One of These Days. Then on side B, you've got Welcome to the Machine, one of his newer tracks, Deja Vu, and another new track, The Last Refugee. Side C has Picture That, Wish You Were Here, then The Happiest Days of Our Lives, then Another Brick in the Wall Part 2 and Part 3. Side D is devoted entirely to dogs from the Animals soundtrack. So I love that he is doing, especially a long song like that. That's a extended guitar workout, but I'm glad he did it because you don't see much Animals material on much of the Pink Floyd live stuff or Roger Waters. I think he had it on the In the Flesh CD that he came out with, but I'm glad he put it on here as well. Then there's Pigs, 3 different ones, also from Animals. Then he does Money. On side F, Us and Them, Brain Damage, Eclipse, a reprise of The Last Refugee, and a reprise of Deja Vu. This is what the trifold gatefold looks like. So yeah, if you're a Roger Waters fan, a Pink Floyd fan, do yourself a favor and pick that one up. Another album I picked up is the Lumineers' second album, Cleopatra. This is a little bit darker than their debut album. Debut album was very free. It's kind of like free-spirited, very lighthearted. Great songs, great songwriting on there. Definitely has an organic feel to it, kind of an indie rock. Same for here, but again, the tracks are a little bit darker. Got Sleep on the Floor, Ophelia, Cleopatra, Gun Song, Angela, In the Light, Gale Song, Long Way from Home, Sick in the Head, My Eyes, and Patience. It's kind of more of an introspective, brooding kind of an album than the debut. There's still some upbeat, fun tracks on here, but for the most part, it's a little more subdued than the debut album was. And basically, it's just guitar, piano, bass, drums, not really much else other than that, but it's stripped down, but I do like it a lot. And then the last album I'm going to show is an oldie but a goodie. I picked this up, The Genius of Ray Charles. This is on the Atlantic label. This is one side is big band, the other side is Ray Charles with an orchestra. I prefer the big band, but this is the very cool Atlantic label. And this vinyl was in excellent condition. The sleeve is in fantastic shape also, so was real happy to find that one. Very inexpensive, actually. So, yeah, I love me some Ray Charles. So anyway, that's just a quick video on what I've been listening to lately. Hope you're doing well, and catch up with you later.